Hello again, volleyball fans. You are looking live at Center Street School Gymnasium here in Fairfield, Illinois, where tonight we have more Frontier Bobcats college volleyball tonight, as the Bobcats are at home here hosting Kaskaskia College. Coming into tonight's action, Kaskaskia College, of course, up in Centralia, Illinois. And Kaskaskia comes into tonight's action, the Blue Angels, with a record of 6-3. They most recently got a win last week over Swick at Southwestern Illinois College. They also have a recent win over Rend Lake College as well. Frontier comes into tonight's action with a couple of wins on the season. And, of course, they played here last week, a game that we broadcast here live on AreaSports.net, where they lost to a very talented Illinois Central College team. This team tonight from Kaskaskia College, not quite as tall as the squad we saw last week from Illinois Central College, but they still are a pretty athletic bunch, and they recruit a lot of girls from the Clinton County area, some names that some of you who follow high school volleyball will probably recognize, and we'll go through that roster and some of those names of the Kaskaskia College Blue Angels a little bit later on. But we're glad that you're with us here tonight for tonight's live broadcast. I'm Randy Olson, and I'll be joined throughout the evening by some other people from Kaskaskia College. We'll be talking to the baseball coach later on, also the softball coach, and some other people from the front office there at the college. So we encourage you to stick around as we discuss some things tonight here about Frontier Community College and different things that are going on. And right now, I'm going to be joined here at, I'm going to scoot on over here, Carrie. This is Carrie Holbert, and Carrie joins me right now. She works in the front office at the business office, I guess you would say, at Frontier Community College, right?
I do, yes.
And there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of things going on at the college right now with the opening of the Bobcat Den and the coffee shop and construction of the baseball field going on and just an increased enrollment. A lot of things to talk about, a lot of buzz at the college.
Oh yeah, we are growing, and it's a great thing for our community.
It really is. And you know, this volleyball program now in its second year, and it continues to grow and get more interest. And one thing that you'll notice tonight, Carrie, when you get a chance later on, is you'll see some of these baseball players roll in here and support the volleyball girls. And that's neat to see that here within the community and within the college.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they all need to support each other, and I know that they do. And it's great that they can be here for each other.
Tell us a little bit about your role at the college and some of the things that you do.
Well, I work in the business office. I'm an accounts receivable clerk. So when you walk in student services, I am just right there on the left. And so I'm kind of the first person that you see.
So does that mean a lot of the students know you on a first-name basis?
They do know me, and they know that I have the candy.
Ah, great. Well, that's important then.
Yes.
Very important.
Yeah. I ran out of candy one day, and one of the baseball players said, "Where's the candy?" So I ran right out and got some candy for him.
That's great.
And yeah.
Well, a lot of new faces, of course, in Fairfield as a result of these athletic programs and the recruiting that's been going on. Got new dormitories that are full.
Yes.
And with that presents a situation where you have a lot of new kids who are new to the Fairfield community, and so you are one of those people at the college who probably helps indoctrinate these students into life around Fairfield and Wayne County, right?
Yeah. I kind of have another role in the community, working at the chamber, and so I have helped out some parents. They have emailed me about certain things, about our community for their kids, and so I'm always there for them. And I had the privilege of taking a couple of set of parents around Fairfield and showing them the town, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's so important because they want to know where their son or their daughter is going to be staying at, and the community they're living in, and what are some of the features of the community and that sort of thing. And some of these students that have been recruited, these student athletes, have come from a long distance, even out of the country, haven't they?
Yes, Canada and Puerto Rico. Yep.
Yeah. And I know that the feature that we're doing here by streaming live video of the volleyball games is something that's enjoyed by a lot of the parents and relatives and friends of some of these student athletes, spread out throughout the country. And hopefully we get into a chance to do some baseball and some softball later on. The same will be true for some of the foreign students that are here.
Right. That would be, yes.
So hopefully that'll work out. Speaking of which, the baseball field is under construction and looks like it's coming along.
It is.
Can you give us any updates on that?
Well, I drove by it the other day, and it looks like they're smoothing it out a little bit more, and the mound area looks a lot more developed.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's going to be really exciting. It's right there. Just you walk out the door of the college, and it's going to be right there, and so that's going to be handy. Well, tell us about the coffee shop and the Bobcat Den and what that's all about.
Oh man, the coffee shop. Have you been there?
Actually, I have not, and
Oh,
I'm a coffee drinker, so I guess I need to get there right away, don't I?
I am really not a coffee drinker, but now I am.
Because you like the smell?
No, I've been drinking it. I even went in and got a latte this morning. So
Great, good for you.
I like sugar and all the good stuff with a little bit of coffee.
Well, tell me what the hours are.
The hours are, I think they're 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
Okay, well then I just need to start stopping in there before I go to the office, don't I?
Yes,
If they open at 7 a.m., I didn't realize they were open that early.
We start at 7:30, but I think they've changed it now to 7. So.
No, I just might have to slide in there tomorrow morning. And
you can stop by at lunch too.
Okay, that's
great. And they have some bakery items, and they actually have like some lunch items now too, like Hot Pockets, frozen pizzas, things like that.
Some little sandwiches.
Yep, and so that way the students in the student housing, if they're over there, or anybody off campus that needs lunch, quick lunch, they can stop by there and get something to eat.
All right, sounds good. And then the Bobcat Den itself, as far as the fitness area, talk about that.
Yeah, well, we have the fitness area, and that's always a nice addition to not only to the college but to the community as well. Because we have a lot of people that have memberships there, and they renew their membership. Actually, they come to me in the student services to renew that membership. Yep.
Okay.
And so we renew them in student services, and we have a lot of people in the community and our students that enjoy that.
What is a membership in the Bobcat Den?
A membership for a single person for 1 month is $20.
Okay.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
And then we have a family rate too, and that's $45.
Okay.
Now, if you have a family, you have the husband and a wife or a partner, and the kids. A lot of times they want to sign their kids up for the membership, but the children need to be freshmen and older. And so I have an 8th grader, and he's disappointed he can't be a member yet. He's really wanting to come work out. So just one more year, buddy. So yeah, just remember that if you do have children, they have to be at least a freshman to join the gym.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, isn't this nice how this has worked out, utilizing this facility at Center Street School, and how the administration here has open the doors here for Frontier to come in and utilize this for home matches with this air conditioning and everything. This works out great, doesn't it?
It is great. It's a beautiful gym, very recently new, and past couple years, and it's a great addition to our school here. Yeah, and a great addition to the community too. Sure is. Well, Carrie, thanks so much for joining me here on the pregame show, and thanks to you for everything that you do out there at Frontier Community College as you help the students and the parents in so many different ways. All right. Thanks. And if you have a chance to see our good buddy Marty on the way down there, tell him to send him my way. We'll get him on here and talk to him about some softball here in a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it, Carrie. That's Carrie Holbert. Again, she works in student services in the business office at Frontier Community College, and she's on a first-name basis with a lot of the students here, as you could tell from the description of many of the things that she does here at the college. Again, you see the teams warming up. The Bobcats are out on the floor right now. Kaskaskia has done a lot of their warm-ups. The Bobcats are out there warming up right now before tonight's match between the Blue Angels and the Frontier Bobcats. Talking to the coach of the Kaskaskia College Bobcats a little bit earlier, she said that she's suffering from a few injuries right now, and so she's missing 3 girls off of her squad, and so they'll be a little bit shorthanded tonight compared to what they have been. One of those girls, I think, is out for the season. The other 2 may be returning back here soon, so we'll have to kind of watch as we go along here tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Bobcats softball right now as Marty Slover joins us. Marty, how are you?
Doing great. How are you, Randy?
Good to see you again. Boy, today is a beautiful day. Don't you wish you would have had a game today?
Oh, it's been great, wasn't it?
Oh, today was perfect. Yeah, like, what, 79 degrees or something?
We had 3 games last Saturday at OCC.
Tell us about that.
Got rained out, actually.
All of them?
Yeah, all 3 games were rained out. We were supposed to play at 10 o'clock and 11:30 and 2:30, and they called the night before, and they had some teams traveling quite a great distance, and I think they wanted to err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
It probably worked out best because I think they got hit pretty hard with some pretty bad storms.
Are you going to try to reschedule that, or what's the story?
Usually not in the fall. Usually our fall season is pretty laid back, free substitution, and most of the games, and basically what we just try to do is just play and get as many games as we possibly can.
Fall. Looking at your schedule here on the screen over on the right-hand side, it looks like coming up this coming Sunday, you're going to go to Oakland City. Is that right? Is that right?
No, that's a week from Sunday, I believe, isn't it?
It says the 18th.
The 18th, yeah. That's Oakland City, you're correct. Yeah, we're going down there on Sunday.
It's a doubleheader.
Doubleheader down there, yes.
Are you playing them, or is it somebody else you're playing at Oakland City?
Oakland City.
You are playing.
We're trying to get into playing more universities and four-year schools in the fall. So that we're at the point right now where we've got 9 girls that are going to be graduating, and some have expressed interest in going to the next level, and it's a good opportunity for them to be seen. We've had that experience at Lincoln Trail a couple weeks ago, and had some coaches up there that talked to us about some of our girls too. So.
Okay. And, of course, you have your Bobcat softball camp coming up this weekend, right?
Bobcat softball camp is coming up Saturday, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, working with the young kids there. So we're pretty excited about that. Great opportunity for some younger kids to come and get some instruction from a lot of area coaches, and not just at the college level, at the high school level. And of course, too, our team will be there helping. And our girls like that. We did it last year, and they really enjoyed doing that and working with the younger kids.
Yeah, and the ages of the kids that are going to be in that camp then?
5th through 8th grade.
Okay.
And, it's just like I said, it's an opportunity for them to come in, and it's just a couple of hours. We're trying to keep it short and simple and make it a lot of fun and learning experience.
Still got time to sign up if they want to?
They still got time to sign up. You can sign up.
How do they do that?
Sign up the day of the camp. Just show up. We'll have some registration there. We have T-shirts that we're going to be giving to the kids. The only problem with signing up late is we have to get that T-shirt to you a little bit later on or something.
Yeah, okay. Before we let you go, got to ask you, are the Cardinals going to get in or not?
I don't know. It's like a roller coaster.
It is. It's making me sick, all the up and down we're doing.
They won 2 or 3 games in a row, and I think they're going to do something, and next thing you know, they're losing 2 or 3 in a row.
I know. It's really something else. All right. Well, Marty, thanks for joining us here.
Yep.
It looks like we've had both teams called back to their huddles, and we're going to be ready for action here in just a moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Marty Slover, he, of course, is the softball coach, Frontier Bobcats. We're going to be meeting the players for both teams right now, and so let's follow along as the public address announcer introduces those to the crowd that is here for tonight's action. We're also going to have the playing of our national anthem, and let's do that right now. Our national anthem here tonight before the start of the contest between Kaskaskia and Frontier. Again, the Blue Angels of Kaskaskia College, located in Centralia, coached by Kim Rahar. And as I stated earlier, she mentioned a few players that she has out of the lineup due to injury. Allie Pennington, Rhea Hutton, and Jordan Jones not able to be dressed to play tonight. Cindy Sloat, number 4. Selena Scudder, number 1. Blake Noren, number 3 from Olney. Number 5 is Natalie Kennett from Albers. Number 6 is Jenna Dumstorff of Breeze. Number 7 is Michaela Weber of Mascuda. Number 11 is Nicole Brainer of Millstadt. Number 12 is Sophie Rickoff of Bartelso. And number 14 is Taylor Holtgrave of St. Rose. Introducing the Bobcats right now. Maddie Gillard wears number 2 from Albion. Jessica Rush, number 5 from Norris City. Alyssa Kolak, number 7 from Fairfield. Number 8 is Sarah Green from Wayne City. Number 10 is Lexi Pedke from Woodlawn. Number 12 is Devin Colvin from Florissant. Number 13, Alana Renner who is out with an injury. Kendra Cessna, number 15 from Fairfield. Shaylin Healy, number 19 from Norris City. Number 20 is Nicole Jordan of Sisney. Number 22, Serenity Whitaker of Clarksville, Tennessee. Number 23 is Grace Bohr of the Libero. Number 18 is Abby Reeves from Wayne City. And number 33 is Bobby Lake from Ellis Grove. And that is your lineup for the Frontier Bobcats. A lot of the baseball team members starting to file in here tonight. Another nice crowd here this evening to watch Frontier Bobcats volleyball action. And we're glad that you're with us as well here on AreaSports.net. Officials are checking the lineups right now. And it looks like the libero for Kaskaskia is number 12, Sophia Rickoff of Bartel. So I mentioned that Kaskaskia recruits a lot of Clinton County volleyball players. High school volleyball very big over there in Clinton County, with the likes of teams like Carlisle and Breeze Central and Breeze Mater Dei and Nashville over in Washington County. Looks like that the Bobcats will start with Bobby Lake and Jordan up on the front row. Nicole Jordan on the front row, along with the setter, Jessica Rush. And then Cessna, Bora, and looks like also Sarah Green starting on the back line tonight for the Bobcats. Kaskaskia will have Michaela Weber, sophomore from Mascoutah, on that front line, along with Natalie Kennett from Albers and Nicole Branner from Millstadt on that front line. As the serve is in the air to start this match from Frontier. Here's the set and the spike. It's a double hit and a point to Frontier to start the contest. Kendra Cessna serving for the Bobcats. It's a deep serve. It's handled. Here's the set and the spike. It's tipped. Rush gets a hand on it. Now back over. Bumped up by the net. Spike. Nice block that time, and it's good. Another point for the Bobcats. Good net play that time by Frontier. They're up 2-0. In this Kaskaskia team won last week against Swick, 3-1 in their last match. Frontier lost to Illinois Central College in their last match. Here's a set and the spike. It's blocked at the net. Another point for Frontier as Bobby Lake goes high. And she is not only the tallest player on Frontier, but she appears to be taller than anybody on Kaskaskia. 3-0. Bobcats lead it in the early going. Here's a set. That spike is hammered home, and it's a point for the Blue Angels as Michaela Weber of Mascoutah left no doubt about that one. 3-1. And let's see who is going to do the serving for the Blue Angels. They're going to begin with Jenna Dumsdorf of Breeze. She puts it in the air. Cessna to Rush. Goes high, now back across and hit out of bounds from back deep. Unforced error there by the Bobcats makes it 3-2. Frontier leads it, but Kaskaskia serving it. Another one is in the air, and it's handled in the back line. Here's a set and a spike by Jordan. It's blocked right back again, and another point for the Blue Angels, and we're tied at 3-3. Good defensive line play that time by Kaskaskia. Humstorf with another serve. Handled. Here's a serve, or set by Rush, and the spike is good by Jordan. Jordan hit it right through the fingertips of Dumsdorf. And it's 4-3 Bobcats, and they'll be serving again. And doing the honors will be Jessica Rush. Lefty gets it across. Here's the set, and the spike is blocked by Bobby Lake at the net. As the spike was put up by Michaela Weber. and it was hit out of bounds, which ties the score at 4-4. And now KC will serve it again. This one's handled by Cessna. Here's the set and the spike by Lake. It's blocked. Was it out of bounds? Yes, it was. 5-4. Frontier leads it. Grace Bora will serve it now for the Bobcats. Here's a set. Spiked over that time by Smith. Kolak gets it back across for the Bobcats. Here's a set and a spike that's blocked out of bounds. Well, power hit that time by Michaela Weber of Mascuda. Definitely showing some mustard on that one, and now she'll go back and serve, and she goes to the far corner to serve it here. It's 5-5 is our score. We're in the first set. Kaskaskia and Frontier tonight, live from Fairfield. At the officials checking something at the scores desk. Lexi Pedke has checked into the contest for the Bobcats. She'll be on the front line here, along with Rush, the setter, and Alyssa Kolak. Here is the serve, and it's handled. It comes across. There's a set and a spike that's blocked out of bounds. Blake Noren of Olney on the hammer that time for the Blue Angels. Well, it's 6-5. Another serve coming up here from Weber. It's dug out by Jordan. Put across by Cessna. A set and a spike goes off the fingertips of the Bobcats. A little too strong there as Grace Bora couldn't quite handle it, and it goes out at 7-5 as Blue Angels on a little bit of a run now. Weber with another serve. Here's a set by Rush, and set a little bit too far over to the side, which Kolak couldn't quite handle it. And we got timeout on the court. Timeout with Kaskaskia leading it by a score of 8-5, and that gives us a chance to tell you about one of our sponsors here. Pet Turf Artificial Grass is now available for dogs, and it's now featured outdoors at Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. At Jaggers Doggy Daycare, they have overnight dog boarding, dog grooming, and dog training. Jaggers Doggy Daycare opens 7 days a week, located at 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Come out and see the new Pet Turf. That's right, it's artificial grass for dogs at Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Had some back and forth action here so far in set number one, but Kaskaskia has put together a little run here of about 4 or 5 points to jump out to the lead, 8-5. They have Noren, Smith, and Kennett on the front line. Pedke, Kolak, and Rush on the front line here for the Bobcats as a serve about to take place again by the Blue Angels. Looks like we're checking something again at the scores desk. If you're watching on your smartphone tonight, or you're nearby watching on your computer or laptop, you want to swing on by and watch this action, we encourage you to come on down. Again, they play best of 5 in college volleyball, so you got plenty of time to see a lot of the action in person. That one is just short of the net, another point for the Blue Angels, makes it 9-5. They've also got Bobcat wear on sale tonight in the lobby out there by the concession stands. If you've been wanting some Frontier Bobcat sportswear, okay, they've got it here tonight on sale in the lobby. Here's Grace Bora diving for one. There's Kolak. She gets it across. Here is a set. And the spike goes way deep and out of bounds. Hit there by Brianna Smith. That's a point for the Bobcats, and they'll get the service back. And that stops about a 5-0 run there by Kaskaskia. 9-6 is our score. Blue Angels lead the Bobcats. And Jordan is going to be serving now. Nicole Jordan of Reinard serving it up for the Bobcats. Gets it across. That one's mishandled. Somehow they save it, though, and they do get it across. Jordan bumps it up to Rush. Here's a set, and the spike by Pedke is tipped. Kept alive by the Blue Angels. Put back across. Dug out by Bora. That's as far as it goes, and the Blue Angels get the point, and they'll get the service back. It's 10-6. On the front line now for the Bobcats is Whitaker, who's checked in. Serenity Whitaker from Clarksville, Tennessee. As here is the serve hit by Pedke, and now spiked by Kolak. Somehow saved by the Blue Angels. Now they keep it alive, get it across. Here's the set. And it couldn't be handled there by Pedke at the net as Rush went a little bit behind her. And is this going to be a substitution? Yes, we're going to have Maddie Gillard check in, replacing Rush. So Gillard will come in to do some of the setting right now. This service handled by Bora to Gillard to Jordan. She puts it across. Here's a set, and it's blocked at the net by Kolak. Attempted spike there by the Blue Angels, blocked by Kolak. And the point will go to the Bobcats, and they'll get the service back as checking in to serve will be Sarah Green. It's now 11-7 in favor of KC. As Green serves a high one. Here's a set and a spike. It's into the net. Point for the Bobcats, 11-8. That was Jetta Dumstorff, the outside hitter that time for Kaskaskia. Another one coming from Green. Quick spike that time, handled by the Bobcats. Dinked across that time by Kolak. Uses a little finesse play. Puts it across, and it's 11-9. Bobcats coming back here in set number one. Green serving again for Frontier. A low one that time. Here's a set. Spike is blocked. Tipped. Set by Gillard. Back across by Whitaker. Kept alive by Kolak. Now out of the reach of a diving Green. And the point goes to Kaskaskia. A good effort by the Bobcats that time, but came up a little bit short. It's 12-9. KC will be serving it now. They get it across, push it towards the front. It comes over by Maddie. She put that thing across real quickly before anybody looked. Maddie Gillard just kind of dunked it across real fast. 12-10 our scores. Kolak is now serving for the Bobcats. Serves it deep. Here's a set and a spike, and that one is hit way back behind. Heck of a spike that time by Nicole Branner of Millstadt. Makes it 13-10. And coming in to serve it now is Cindy Sloat of Centralia, serving it for KC. Her serve is in the net. Makes it 13-11. The Bobcats will get the service again. Neither team able to put together a very lengthy run here in this first set. Still very much up for grabs. We play to 25, of course, and play best of 5 in college volleyball. Cessna serving it now for the Bobcats. Here's a set at the net and a spike, and I think it went wide left. Yes, it did. Makes it 13-12. Another point there for the Bobcats. Here's a set and a spike, and that one is not able to be handled by Grace Bora. It's a point for Kaskaskia, makes it 14-12. This service handled by Bora. Here's a set and a spike. It's blocked at net, kept alive by the Bobcats. Dinked across, still alive. Green saves it to Bora. She'll get it across. Handled by KC. Here's a set and a spike. It's blocked by Gillard. Kept alive by the Blue Angels. Another spike kept alive by Bora. Here's a set by Green. And a point for the Bobcats. They stayed with it that time. Playing some good volleyball. It's now 14-13 as the Bobcats are hanging with this tough Kaskaskia bunch. Very spirited first set here. And back to serve will be Maddie Gillard from Albion. She puts it across. Here's a set. And that one's dinked across. It's handled. There's Gillard with a set. And a spike by Jordan. Handled by KC. Still alive. Now they push it across. Set by Gillard. And a spike by Bobby Lake goes a little bit deep. Makes it 15-13. KC with the lead and the serve. And their libero will be serving again now. That's Sophie Rickoff of Bartelso. She puts it across. Jordan gets it across. Still alive. Pedke. And too many hits that time. Point goes to KC. Couldn't quite handle it. 16-13. Blue Angels in the lead. They are serving. Gillard to Jordan, and she pounds it home. Jordan with the kill makes it 16-14. Point for the Bobcats, and they'll be serving. Kolak checks back in to the contest. It's Kolak and Pedke and Jordan on the front line now. And you got Gillard, Cessna, and Grace Bora, who is going to serve right now. Here's a set and a spike at the net. Blocked by Pedke, kept alive by the Blue Angels. Back across they come. Now Jordan pounds it home, and it hits the floor. It's another point for the Bobcats. 16-15. A 1-point set here in set number one. As some of the baseball team members starting to make some noise here just to our right. Good crowd here tonight to watch this match. And we got a timeout on the floor, and with this timeout, they give us a chance to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back.
Lots of stuff for men, including knives, guns, photographs, coins, lots of collectibles, oddities, and conversation pieces. You can spend hours in the Man Cave, downtown Fairfield. Gene Kolak invites you to visit the Man Cave, a unique store with so much more. We appreciate his support.
And welcome back to Center Street School, the home for the Frontier Bobcats volleyball team, as they are in action here tonight against Kaskaskia College. And we got a good one here in set number one as they lead it. Actually, Kaskaskia leads at 16-15. Got a back and forth match so far. Again, Kaskaskia came in very highly touted in this match as they came in 6-3 on the season with some quality wins against some opponents that the Bobcats have seen, as they have a win early in the season against Illinois Central College and also a win against Ren Lake College. Two teams that the Bobcats lost to early in the year, but the Bobcats are going head-to-head with them right now and doing a pretty good job of it. It's 16-15. Grace Bora is serving for Frontier. Serves it deep. It's handled. Here's a set. And over they double hit it. Got it across on that second effort. And a double hit by the Bobcats gives a point to KC at 17-15. And serving right now will be Michaela Weber from Muscuda. She starts in that far corner. Serves it deep. It's handled by Bora. There's the bump by Gillard. Put across by Kolak, but it's blocked at the net. And a point for the Blue Angels. Makes it 18-15. Another serve coming up by Weber. Serves that one deep. Handled by Gillard. Now back across by Cessna. Blue Angels get it across and just out of the reach of Bora. Point for KC, makes it 19-15. Coach Jordan with a question to the official over there on the sideline. She gets her explanation. Now we're ready for play. Another deep one. And that hard serve was hard to handle. 20-15. Kayla Weber, she's a weapon back there serving. Again, she's from Mascoutah. This one's handled by Jordan. Put across by Gillard, and there's a point for the Bobcats, and that breaks the run by KC, and the Frontier Bobcats will have the serve again. 20-16 is our score, and Jordan will go back on the end line, and she'll serve it up. Here's a serve. It's handled. Put back by Pedke. Kept alive, and now falls to the floor. Good point there by the Bobcats. Well, I'll tell you what, Pedke pounded that ball. 20-17. It's Pedke on the front line along with Kolak and Whitaker right now. Jordan is serving. You also got Bora and Gillard in there as well. Here's a serve, and that's mishandled. Good serve that time by Jordan. Makes it 20-18. Bobcats putting a little run together. Very enthusiastic crowd here tonight, cheering them on. Here's a set and a spike, and that one, got to get it across, and they do. And we got a lift on that one. Point for the Bobcats, makes it 20-19. Trying to keep this run going. Low serve that time, and that's into the net. And we're tied at 20-20. And now we got timeout called by the Blue Angels. Timeout called by the Blue Angels, and we'll take a little timeout here too, and give us a chance to talk about a concert event that's coming up here real soon. And that is just around the corner on Thursday, September 29th. The Sidewalk Prophets going to be in concert down at Little Chapel Church down at Harrisburg, as 90.9 The Vine presents the Prodigal Tour with the Sidewalk Prophets. Tickets are available at the church office or online at WBYN.org. You can also get them at Hope in a Future Christian Bookstore here in Fairfield and at Daystar Christian Bookstore in Mount Vernon. You don't want to miss the Sidewalk Prophets on Thursday, September 29th, 7 o'clock at Little Chapel Church in Harrisburg. All right, after the timeout, lineups remain the same as Jordan serves. We're tied at 20-20 here in set number 1. And that is a hard serve, but they dig it back out and get it across. Kolak to Gillard to Jordan. Now the spike is wide by Kaskaskia. Point for the Bobcats. It's 21-20. Frontier with their first lead since early on in this set number 1. Jordan again serving. Here's a set and a spike, and that one's hammered home by Blake Noren of Olney. That ties the contest at 21-21 and gives the service back to Kaskaskia. Let's see who's going to serve it for the Blue Angels now. Looks like it's going to be Natalie Kennett of Albers, another one of those Clinton County volleyball players. Here's a set, put across by Pedke. And that pounded home at the net by Jenna Dumsdorf. Dumsdorf gives the Blue Angels a lead at 22-21. As Kennett will serve it again. Put across by Gillard. Dug out by Bora. Here's a set by Gillard. Put across by Kolak. Here's a set and a spike. And that's a good one from the outside hitter. As Brianna Smith of Carlisle puts that one down for the kill. It's 23-21 and timeout now this time by the Bobcats. Stay with us after this set number one. We're going to visit with Sarah Rush from the Frontier Foundation. We'll talk to her about the happenings with the foundation here in just a little bit, so stick around for that. Also, don't forget, you can join us for the Sports Couch each and every Saturday morning on 90.9 The Vine and here on AreaSports.net as we talk with area coaches and athletes each and every Saturday morning at 8:30. It's 90 minutes of great local sports talk. It's the Sports Couch every Saturday morning. 23-21, getting down to the wire here in set number one. As Natalie Kennett is still in serving for the Blue Angels. Kolak puts it across, handled by Jordan to Gillard, and miscommunication that time by the Bobcats. Cost them a point, 24-21, as that one hits the floor, and it's a set point here for Kaskaskia. To Kolak, to Gillard, to Pedke. It's blocked, kept alive by the Blue Angels. There's a set and a spike, kept alive by Jordan, and put across that time by Gillard. Here's a set, and that's tipped. Pedke tried to dig it out, but it fell to the floor, and that's a point and a set number one winner for the Blue Angels of Kaskaskia as they take the first one here 25-21. Well, a great spirited match going on here against a highly touted team, and Frontier holding their own. And we'll get Sarah all mic'd up here and talk to her just a little bit. All right. Sarah Rush joins us here. She is the foundation president, Frontier Community College. Good to see you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Tell us what you do in your role with the foundation.
Well, we are a foundation that was established back in 1976.
Mm-hmm.
And our purposes in establishing this foundation was to augment the services and facilities of Frontier Community College.
Mm-hmm.
And so we raise money.
Right.
And we provide lots of things on
Mm-hmm.
campus. Probably most recently, for example, the foundation purchased the Bobcat Den
Mm-hmm.
and gave some money to the college in order to rehab that. We also have a number of scholarships that we give out this every year. Some of them are what we call as part of restricted funds, and then others are unrestricted, and we help the athletes with books and fees, and we also provide books and fees scholarships to the campus student ambassadors, and we just, whatever we can do to help kids get a good education and advanced programs offered by Frontier, we're there to help to do that.
And the foundation's even more and more important as the enrollment continues to grow here at the college, right?
That's right. And unfortunately, the state budget
Yeah.
crisis, it
Yeah,
affects everybody.
Sure does.
And I came on as president 2 years ago, and at that time, we'd do maybe one major fundraiser a year, maybe two, and then Jay got here and athletics kicked into high gear and we went to work. So we're doing quite a bit more than when I even began serving 6 years ago. And so, It's I love it. The college has been very, very good to me, and this is just my way of giving back.
Well, and it's so exciting. It's an exciting time to be involved with Frontier Community College. I had Carrie Holbert on earlier from the business office, and she was talking about her role in student services. And
Right.
you have all this new influx of students in, student
That's
athletes
right.
that are in because of the athletics that have started, and a lot of students coming from out of town.
That's right.
Even sometimes out of the state or out of the country even.
Right.
So
right.
quite an influx of students, and that's a big responsibility, and that makes your role that much more important with the foundation, doesn't it?
Yes, and one project we're currently working with the college on is they have a construction technology program, and the foundation has provided the funds for the construction technology classes to build a tiny house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And that's been quite the rage now.
it is, and it's amazing the progress that's been made in
That's
a
pretty
short
cool.
amount of time. And we've got, I mean, you talk about students, we've got dual credit students from the high school working on that project, all the way up to a couple of the Bobcat baseball players are enrolled in that program. And then we've got several individuals from AirTechs that are displaced AirTechs workers that have
No
come back
kidding.
to school, and they're all excited about that project and enjoying it and learning so much. And Steve Brokaw is heading that up for us, and they all really like working with him, and they feel like they're learning a lot, and it's just a really exciting project. And we are looking forward to seeing it
Yeah.
come to completion, hopefully by May. That's the goal, and then that will go up for sale, and then the next one will start next fall.
That is awesome. So if
Yeah.
people want to know more about the foundation and how they can get in touch with you and perhaps give a donation and be a part of what's happening at Frontier, how do they best contact you, Sarah?
Well, they can call me on my cell phone. My number is area code 618-516-1200. But the college is also celebrating its 40th anniversary this fall, and we'll be having a celebration event on Saturday, October 1st
Excellent.
at the Cumberland Presbyterian Church here in Fairfield. And if you would like to support us, it is a fundraiser for us, but we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the college with a murder mystery dinner.
Oh, great.
Tickets are on sale. They are $40 a piece in conjunction with the anniversary celebration, and you'll get to learn about the history of the college and the future, where we're headed. And we'd love everyone in the surrounding listening areas to come and be a part of that exciting evening.
That's great. Well, Sarah, thanks so much for stopping in and sharing some information with us about the foundation at Frontier Community College. You do great work.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work, because there's
Thank
a lot
you.
of growth to be had
There is.
at the college, isn't there?
Yes, yeah, it's really exciting. My daughter has gotten into volleyball, and now she, I mean, it's her goal. She wants
Yeah.
to be a Bobcat.
How
and
about that?
That's from when I moved to town 10 years ago. We just didn't have that kind of excitement, and athletics has really brought that to campus this fall.
Well,
And
look at the crowd here tonight.
Oh,
Isn't it a great
absolutely.
crowd tonight?
It
I mean, a
is.
huge crowd.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
pretty rowdy.
They are. They are. Yeah. Good to have that baseball team here
That's
cheering them
right.
on.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's a lot of
So,
fun. It really
yeah.
is. Okay. Well, thank you, Sarah.
Thank
Appreciate you
you.
stopping by.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. We are in set number 2, and 4-1. The Bobcats are leading it here in the early going against Kaskaskia, and now it's 5-1 after that point. So a good start here in set number 2 for the Bobcats after dropping that first one 25-21. That was Sarah Rush, the president of the Frontier Foundation, Frontier Community College, joining us here for a little bit. Back to a live action here. There's a spike at the net. That's a good one by Nicole Branner of Millstad, and she gives the point to the Blue Angels, and they'll get the service back. Trailing at 5-2, and their libero will serve it up next. That's Sophie Rickoff. Rickoff gets it across. It's handled by Cessna. Here's a set, and that's hammered by Bobby Lake, but it's out of bounds. Makes it 5-3. You got Lake, Rush, and Pedke at the net right now for the Bobcats. You got Jordan and Cessna and Bora on the back line. That one's bumped across. Here's a set and a spike, and that's put away with no doubt by Michaela Weber. Mascuda puts that one down hard on the kill for Kaskaskia. 5-4 is our score. Bobcats leading it, but KC on a little bit of a run. Here's a serve again. That's handled by Cessna. Set there by Rush. Put across by Pedke, and there's a point. 6-4. Bobcats lead it, and they will serve as Grace Bora will do the honors. She's the libero for Frontier. Puts that one across. Here's a set and a spike, and that one goes wide right that time by Brianna Smith. Point for the Bobcats makes it 7-4. Again, in college volleyball, you play the best of 5 sets, with that 5th set going 15 games if you get that far. That service was too long, too strong. So it's 7-5 as the point goes to KC, and they'll get to serve again, too. And Weber is going to serve, and she definitely racked up some points serving in that first set. Here's her hard serve. It's handled, but put back across on the kill by Noren. Noren makes it 7-6 on the kill. Again, these hard serves by Weber are tough to handle, and then sometimes you're out of position after the return. That one's in the net, however. So the Bobcats will get the point, and they'll get the service back. 8-6, Frontier leading it. Jordan goes back on the end line to serve. Still have fans coming in to watch. This is great. Good turnout tonight. That was a nice hard deep serve. They get it across. It's handled by Bora. Here's a set by Rush and put across by Kolak. Kept alive there by Rush to Bora. Now Jordan pounds it across. Kaskaskia has it blocked at the net by Pedke. And it's a point for the Bobcats, 9-6. Another one coming from Jordan. That one's handled. Here's a set and a quick spike, and nobody home back on the near the end line as that was put down by Blake Noren. 9-7 as the Blue Angels score again, and checking back in to serve for them is Natalie Kennett. She is from Albers. Her serve's handled by Pedke, but gets way back there. Now put across by Jordan. Bumped at the net. And here's a spike. Blocked by Pedke at the net. And that one's dinked across that time by Natalie Kennett. Kind of like a misdirection pass in basketball. That was a misdirection hit. Looked like she was going to set it for her teammate, and then at the last second she dinked it across very effectively. Here's Kolak to Rush to Pedke. Pounds it home. Pedke on the kill. Makes it 10-8. Bobcats with the lead. Green will check back in for Frontier, and she'll do the service. Sarah Green from Wayne City. Bobcats trying to add to this 10-8 lead. They get it across. Here's a set, and we got a lift that time by the Blue Angels. 11-8. Green again serving. Here's a set and a quick spike, and it's blocked, but it goes out of bounds as Polak got a hand on it, but couldn't quite control it. Makes it 11-9. Brianna Smith will come in to serve now for the Blue Angels. Handled by Jordan to Rush to Whitaker. Kept alive and out of bounds. Point for KC. Makes it 11-10. Here's the serve. Oh, off the hands of Kolak and out of bounds. Ties the score at 11-11. We are in set number 2. Kaskaskia won the first one 25-21. Serving right now is Brianna Smith. That one's handled by Green. Kolak to Jordan. And there's a point for the Bobcats. Jordan with the quick hitter across makes it 12-11. And the Bobcats will serve it. As Kolak, Alyssa Kolak will do the honors. Hits it deep, too deep in fact, out of bounds. 12-12 our score. Service back to KC again. Blake Noren is back there. She serves it to Green. Set by Rush to Whitaker. And Whitaker pounds it home. Nice kill that time by Serenity Whitaker. Makes it 13-12. Bobby Lake will check back in. She'll be on the front line now, along with Jordan. And Rush, the setter. And now you got Cessna to serve. Still got Bora out there and also Green. Cessna serves it. Here's a set and a spike. It's deep and out of bounds. Point for the Bobcats makes it 14-12. That was Dumstorff on the attempted kill that time that went deep. Here's a bump and a set. Spike is handled by Green. Kept alive by Rush. Now across by Bora. And it's good. Unbelievable play that time by the Bobcats. They never quit. And this crowd is into it. 15-12 is our score. Bobcats lead here in set number 2. And we got a timeout on the floor. Wow. Stick around. We're going to be visiting with Jeff Baker, the baseball coach of the Bobcats. We'll do that after this set. So you want to be sure you stick around for that. Again, I want to remind you about the Pet Turf, artificial grass for dogs, now available outdoors on the outdoor playground at Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon, where they also have 3 indoor play areas for dogs of all sizes, small, medium, and large. You can drop your dog off while you're at work or doing errands or whatever at Jaggers Doggy Daycare. They have Tiny Town, Smallville, and Big City indoor play areas, as well as the outdoor play area on that turf like you see right there. And of course they have overnight dog boarding as well, including dog grooming and dog training, all at Jaggers Doggy Daycare, located at 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Back to live action. Bobcats are serving it, leading at 15-12. Kendra Cessna from Fairfield is serving it. Gets it across. There's a bump and back across, handled by Cessna. Here's a set by Rush, and a spike attempt by Jordan, but it goes in the net. Makes it 15-13. That gives the service back to KC. Dumstorff will do it. Handled by Cessna to Rush to Lake. Back across by KC. Here's Rush with a set. And Jordan dumps it across for the winner. It's not always how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. And that's what Nicole Jordan did right there. Gets the point for Frontier at 16-13. And back into serve again will be Jessica Rush, the lefty. Nice hard serve that time. Oh, unbelievable return. Now Bobby Lake puts it away. Boy, and give credit to the defense that time of Frontier handling that hard attempted kill by KC. Another serve coming here by Rush. Set at the net and a spike, and that's a killer that time, as Nicole Branner put that one away for the Blue Angels. 17-14 is our score, and KC will be serving again. We are in set number 2. This place is getting louder and louder all the time. I'd say this is without a doubt the biggest crowd we've had yet for volleyball action, as Pedke pounds one. Kept alive by the Blue Angels. Blocked again at the net by Lake and Pedke, who are both up in the air. And it's 18-14. Kolak checks back in for the Bobcats. Kolak, Pedke, and Jordan on the front line. Cessna, Bora, and Rush on the back line. It's put across and out of bounds, and Cessna watches it go by. 19-14. Bobcats lead it by 5. And timeout by KC. Again, the Bobcats playing very, very good right now against this highly touted team from Kaskaskia College. We'll take a break and be back with more in just a moment.
By the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Again, let's tell you about the special concert that's coming up on Thursday, September 29th down at Little Chapel Church in Harrisburg. The Sidewalk Prophets are coming to Southern Illinois with the Prodigal Tour. That's right, the Sidewalk Prophets will be there on Thursday, September 29th at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available at the church office or on the Vine website at wvyn.org. There are reserved seat tickets as well as VIP tickets, which allow you to participate in a Q&A session with the band prior to the concert. Again, it's the Sidewalk Prophets on September 29th. That's a Thursday down at Little Chapel Church in Harrisburg. All right. Grace Bora ready to serve as the Bobcats lead it 19-14. Here in set number 2, she puts it across. And that one almost gets away, and it does as the Bobcats get the point as that ball went around the net. 20-14. Bobcats trying to win this set number 2 after falling narrowly in the first one, 25-21. Here's a set and a spike. That's blocked at the net by Jordan. Jordan with a good defensive play at the net makes it 21-14. Bobcats up by 7, their biggest lead of this set, biggest lead of the night. Again, Bora puts it across. Handled by their libero. Here's a set and a spike, and that's a good one. It's hammered home by Weber. 21-15. That stops the run by the Bobcats, and back to serve again is Weber for KC. She hits it, handled by Cessna to Jordan. And that one hits the net as Kolak couldn't get it across. It's 21-16. Another serve coming from Weber. And hard serve again. Tough to handle. I mentioned earlier what a weapon she is on that service line. 21-17, a 4-point lead now. Weber serving it again. Handled by Bora this time. To Rush, to Jordan. Here's a set, and that's still alive. Kolak gets it across, and that's a point for the Bobcats. 22-17. So they stop the run there with Weber serving, and now Jordan will serve for the Bobcats. Needing 3 more points here to win this set number 2. Good serve. Across. Bora to Rush to Pedke. Kept alive. Jordan to Rush to Whitaker. Boy, she pounds it. Somehow kept alive. And blocked by Kolak. Still alive. There's Rush to Pedke to Whitaker. And she pounds it again. It's blocked out of bounds. It's a point for the Bobcats. 23-17. Again, this crowd is getting into it here tonight. Another serve by Jordan. Nice hard serve. At the net. Kept alive. Jordan puts it across. Another point, and it's going to be set point now for the Bobcats. 24-17. What a match Frontier going toe-to-toe with Kaskaskia tonight. A very talented volleyball team. Good serve again by Jordan. There's a set. And a spike. It's blocked by Kolak. Kept alive at the net. Another spike. Kept alive by Jordan. To Bora. Across by Whitaker. Nope, it's in the net. 24-18. Still set point for the Bobcats. In to serve for Kaskaskia is Natalie Kennett. Here's Kolak to Rush. To Pedke. And she puts it away. The kill for the win. And the Bobcats win set number 2, 25-18. Well, stay with us. This is getting exciting. It's 1-1 now, as teams will take a little bit of a break, and gives us a chance to talk a little baseball here in just a second. As Jeff Baker, the baseball coach for the Frontier Bobcats, is going to be joining us here. And wow, I'll tell you what, Jeff, that's pretty exciting stuff, huh? What a match we got going on here tonight.
Yeah, that was dandy.
It was
dandy. It's fun to watch.
It's
a lot of hard hits.
Yeah, you know, and this Kaskaskia team's highly touted. I mean, they've beaten a couple of teams that Frontier's already lost to, and the Bobcats are going toe-to-toe, head-to-head with them tonight.
Yeah, I knew after the game last week that they had some readjustments to do, and they're shorthanded a little bit too. So, but Coach Jordan doing a nice job here this evening. Has them fired up anyway.
Oh, definitely so. And your baseball team is fired up here too. Watching the action tonight is great to see those guys getting into it, and I think when they get into it, the rest of the crowd gets into it as well.
Oh, I think so too. It's fun. You know, it's a new experience for them, and it's fun. We try to support the other sports, and and hope they support us. And it's all about just getting used to the college experience, even in a small community.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, your baseball team played a doubleheader, I think, over the weekend. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we got rained out Saturday and all, and they went to the Kentucky Wesleyan that got moved from October 1st.
Right.
And actually, the kids performed pretty well. I mean, we got beat twice, 3-2 to four-year university D2 schools.
Well,
so,
absolutely.
and they're fresh, soft as well, but kids the same age, and we competed well, and actually had a 1-0 lead in the second game until the bottom of the sixth, and just couldn't hang on to that lead. But no complaints here. These kids, we talked a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
It just to see the progress in that short amount of time.
Oh yeah.
And your goal is to see what you got, obviously, as we talked about earlier, and be ready for spring baseball.
Hey, 3-2 is nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, if you go toe-to-toe with them 3-2 in 2 different games after that long travel down there, number one, and then, like you say, you're playing against a team that's a 4-year college, 4-year university. So, hats off to your program and what they're doing so far.
Well, I appreciate that. And the whole goal there is we've got a few of those 4 years schools on our team, and that's not only to make us better, but it's also to get these kids a little bit of exposure with some coaches and things, and so there's various reasons, but it's fall baseball, so you're just trying to get better each game and get these kids that may have a chance to go on, and give them a little exposure. So.
Any highlights that you can talk about down there? Any key plays, key hits, or anything that stands out to you that is like, wow, now this is something extra special that we've done?
I just think the first game, Randy, we kind of made a couple shaky mistakes, but we're able to rebound from those mistakes, something we hadn't done really all fall, and work around them. Game 2, I think the greatest thing is not just one individual play, but we didn't have any errors in game 2. So
really,
good. Like I said, it continues to be a work in progress. These kids are giving me all they got, and that's all you can ask for.
Oh, that is all you can ask for. It sure is. What do you got coming up next on the schedule?
Tomorrow we go Lincoln Trail.
Okay.
We're going to play that at the City Park there. We're going to play a night game. They have lights there at Robinson City Park.
Great.
And then Saturday we go down to Logan, and I hear they got some pitching that's pretty doggone tough. And then Sunday we're going to play an 18U team here at Lakeside Park here in Fairfield. So hopefully we can get a nice crowd for that.
Well, now that the weather's cooled down too, if you have more days like today, my goodness, that's great baseball weather, isn't it?
Oh, perfect.
Wouldn't you have loved to play one today?
Oh, absolutely. Those two yesterday was nice. It's such beautiful weather, and just to play 2 games, and you know, like I said, it was a haul.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's worth it.
Sure, sure. Well, Jeff, thanks for stopping by, and
You bet.
thanks to the baseball team for coming out and support these girls tonight too. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, you're welcome. We appreciate it.
All right.
See you.
Okay, talk to you later. Starting action now in set number 3 as the Bobcats serve first. Again, we're tied at 1 set apiece. And what's the call here? I guess we're going to replay it. Something on the floor, I believe. All right. Kendra Cessna serving it for the Bobcats to start the match. And that one's pounded by KC, but it's into the net. Point for the Bobcats. Attempted kill that time by Smith. Went into the net. Cessna will serve it again. Handled by Smith this time. And blocked out of bounds by the Bobcats. Ties it up at 1 apiece. Smith will serve it for the Blue Angels. Here's a set. And we're going to say 2 hits that time, I believe. Yep. Double hit makes it 2-1 in favor of Kaskaskia. Smith will serve again. Puts it across, handled by Bora. Now to Lake. Put across by Green. Here's a set, and a spike goes wide right. Ties the score at 2-2, and now Frontier will serve. As going back on the end line will be Jessica Rush. Rush, of course, from Norris City. That familiar lefty serve. Tries to put it down the line. It's handled. Here's a set and a spike that goes deep, but they say it's tipped. The official didn't agree. The girls thought so, but the official didn't agree. It's 3-2 in favor of the Bobcats. Rush will serve it again. Hits that one deep. Handled by their libero. Here's a set and a spike. It's blocked. Dug out by Jordan, but couldn't quite get it across. There's a dive there by Rush. Makes it 3-3, and that'll give the service back to Kaskaskia. Rickoff will serve it to Jordan. Handled by Rush. Now to Lake. And that's a point for KC. 4-3. Here's a serve to Pedke, set by Rush. Back to Pedke. She hits it, and it's a kill for Pedke. Could not quite be handled there by Sloat of the Blue Angels. And ties the score at 4-4. Grace Bora back on the end line to serve for Frontier. Somehow they kept that one alive and got it across. And now Cessna gets it across for the Bobcats. There's a set and a spike. And it's a point for KC. 5-4. Checking in for the Blue Angels is Blake Noren. She's on the front line there, along with Dunstorf and Kennett. Here's a serve. And it's off the fingertips of Kolak and out of bounds. Kolak, Pedke, and Rush on the front line for the Bobcats. Jordan and Cessna and Bora on the back line. Here is a serve by KC. Pedke puts it down and puts it home. Pedke playing much better at the net tonight than what we've seen in the previous contest. She's really bringing it tonight. 6-5 is the score as KC leads it. The Frontier is serving as Jordan will do the honors. And that one is wide left. 7-5 in favor of KC. Brianna Smith checks back in for the Blue Angels. Again, they came into tonight's contest with a overall record of 6-3. That serve is handled, and here is Kolak trying to wind up, but hits it deep. 8-5. Couldn't quite get the downward trajectory that time. Pedke, she puts it down again. Another kill by Pedke. I said she's playing a lot better, and you see another example of it right there. Playing with a lot more confidence, too. Sarah Green checks back in, and she will serve for the Bobcats. Here's a bump, and a set, and a spike, and it's put away by Blake Noren. 9-6 in favor of the Blue Angels. Dunstorf is serving it right now for KC. There's a set by Rush. Put across by Whitaker. Dinked across that time. Still kept alive by the Bobcats. Kolak tries to hammer it. But they're in the net, and it's point for KC. 10-6 is our score. Rush to Kolak. Puts it down. Kolak with the point. Makes it 10-7. And now Kolak will go back on the end line to serve. Bobby Lake checks back in. You've got Lake, Whitaker, and Rush on the front line. Here's a set by KC and the spike, and it's dug out by Green. Put back across and a little too deep that time by the Bobcats. Point for KC, and now they will serve again, leading it 11-7 here in set number 3. We've got timeout on the court, and that gives us a chance to take timeout as well. We'll be right back after this message.
Today's broadcast is made possible through the generosity of the Man Cave in downtown Fairfield. Have you been to the Man Cave with Gene Kolak? Lots of stuff for men, including knives, guns, photographs, coins, lots of collectibles, oddities, and conversation pieces. You can spend hours in the Man Cave, downtown Fairfield. Gene Kolak invites you to visit the Man Cave, a unique store with so much more. We appreciate his support.
All right, back to live action here as Kaskaskia will be serving it, and they lead it 11-7. Here in set number 3, we're tied at 1 set apiece. That serve goes deep. Just joined us. Kaskaskia won the first set 25-21. That was a nail biter. Second one was more controlled by the Bobcats as Frontier won set number 2 25-18. And now Kaskaskia leads 11-8 here in set number 3. Cessna serving it for the Bobcats. Puts it deep. Here's a set and tipped across, and it hits the floor. It's a point for KC, and they will serve. 12-8 is the score. Brianna Smith serves it, and there's a kill by Lake, but it's kept alive and killed right back the other direction by Weber. Nice spike by Weber. Makes it 13-8. Smith will serve it again. Little dinker that time. Handled by Green. Here's a set and a spike. Handled by Green again. Set by Rush. And this one hit into the net by Jordan. Makes it 14-8. Blue Angels on a little bit of a run now here in set number 3. That one's going to be way short. Point for the Bobcats, and they'll serve it again. Could be getting a little tired out there. These girls have played really, really hard. Into the contest is Devin Colvin from Florissant, Missouri for the Bobcats. Colvin's on the front line there, along with Lake and Jordan. Rush is serving it right now. And it's a good serve. Could not be handled by Kennett. Point for the Bobcats makes it 14-10. Rush again with that jump serve. This time it's into the net. 15-10 in favor of KC. And now they'll get the service back. Sophie Rickoff. Bartelso. She'll serve it. She's their libero. She gets it across. It's still alive. Blocked at the net. But it falls short. It's a point for the Bobcats. 15-11. As Kolak comes in to replace Lake. So you have Colvin, Kolak, and Jordan on the front line. You got Rush, Bora, and Cessna on the back line as Bora serves it. Here's a set and a spike, and that one's deep. 15-12. Bora will serve it again. Bobcats trying to put a little run together and get this game tied. There's a bump at the net. Oh, that one's hammered home. No doubt about that one. That one was just sitting up there like a big balloon. Michaela Weber left no doubt on that kill. 16-12. And now Weber will go back to serve, where she's been equally as effective. She serves it. Here's Jordan trying to get it across, but hits the net. 17-12 in favor of the Blue Angels. As Weber will serve it again. Handled by Bora. Colvin gets it across. Still alive. Here's a set and a spike. Kept alive by Cessna. Here's Rush to Jordan. Blocked. Still alive. And a point again for KC. 18-12. Weber hits it deep that time. Bora lets it go by her. 18-13. And checking in for the Blue Angels, number 14 is Taylor Holtgrave from St. Rose, another one of those Clinton County schools. Jordan's going to serve it now for the Bobcats. It's bumped to the net and hammered home on the spike by Blake Noren. Quick one that time by the Blue Angels, makes it 19-13. Here's the serve, handled by Jordan. Kolak tries to spike it, kept alive on the block. And put across that time by Whitaker. Serenity Whitaker with the point. Makes it 19-14, and Sarah Green will check in to serve for the Bobcats. Again, we're in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. KC leading this one. Here's a set and a spike. Kept alive by Green. And that one is going to be a point for the Bobcats. 19-15. Green will serve again. Frontier needs to go on about a 6-point run here. Here's a set and a spike and blocked at the net by Whitaker. Back across and hits the floor off through the net, and that's a point again for the Bobcats. And we got timeout called by Kaskaskia. 19-16 is our score. Bobcats coming back as they will continue to serve here, trailing it 19-16. And we'll be right back.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Sarah Green to serve it. She does. Here's a set and a spike. Kept alive by the Bobcats. Whitaker digs it out, gets it across. Now another set, and that spike goes wide left. That's a point for the Bobcats. 19-17 now. As Frontier creeping back into it here in set number 3 as Green continues to serve. This one goes on the end line, and that one's pounded, but kept alive again. There's Kolak with it to Whitaker. Still alive. Bobcats staying with it, and they say somebody is in the net. Fans don't all agree with that, but 20-17 is our score. Here's a serve handled by Kolak. Gets it back across. A set and a dink, and nice play there by Nicole Brainer. 21-17. Gillard to Jordan. Somehow they get it across. A set by Gillard again. Whitaker pounds it home. Nice kill that time by Serenity Whitaker. No doubt about it. 21-18. She hit that with authority. Let's see if the Bobcats have another run left in them here to win this third set. Kolak will serve it. Serves it deep. Here's a set. Spike. And a little too much mustard that time by Nicole Branner again. 22-18. KC with the lead, and they are serving here in set number 3. Here's a serve handled by Green, set by Gillard. Lake with the attempted spike, but it's blocked at the net. 23-18. Timeout again on the floor. And with that timeout, we will take timeout 2 and be right back.
Cast is made possible by Bill Atwood and North Wayne Insurance Agency in Sisney. Located on the square, your local Pekin insurance agent. They stand ready to serve your insurance needs with professional, courteous service. North Wayne Insurance, your local Pekin agent in Sisney. Contact Bill Atwood and his staff at 673-2200. We appreciate their support.
Don't forget, you can join us for the Sports Couch each and every Saturday morning on 90.9 The Vine Radio and also here on AreaSports.net. We interview lots of area coaches each and every Saturday morning. Of course, it's football season, so we talk a lot of football, but we also talk cross-country, golf, and some other fall sports. So join us every Saturday morning, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. It's 90 minutes of great local sports talk on the Sports Couch. Here's Kaskaskia serving it again, set by Gillard. Here's Lake getting it across for the Bobcats. Another set and another spike, and that one goes off Grace Bora and out of bounds. A point for the Blue Angels, and it's set point now at 24-18. Set point here in set number 3. Again, serving is Blake Noren, and it's into the net. 24-19. Bobcats still have a life here in this third set. Cessna will check back in, and she'll serve it. Kendra Cessna played her volleyball right here in Fairfield at Fairfield Community High School. She serves it. Here's a set and a spike, and that's a good one, and it's a winner. It's put away by Michaela Weber. 25-19 is the final here on set number 3. So it's now 2-1. Again, remember, you play best of 5 in college volleyball, so we're not over with yet. You play best of 5. And if you get to that 5th set, it goes to 15 instead of 25. So we have set number 4 coming up. Again, let's recap it here. Kaskaskia won the first set 25-21. Frontier bounced back, won the second set 25-18. This set just completed and won by the Blue Angels 25-19. So teams are huddled up along the sideline, getting ready to do battle here in set number 4. Again, don't forget, if you have a a dog that you like to board. Maybe you got a weekend away or a night away, or maybe you're going on vacation, whatever it is. Yeah, you can bring your dog to Jaggers Doggy Daycare. They have overnight dog boarding as well as daily doggy daycare, dog grooming, and dog training. Their obedience dog trainer at Jaggers is unbelievable. The guy can train dog to do virtually anything. He has trained dogs to be service dogs, trained dogs for movies, and a variety of other things. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, open 7 days a week, located at 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Again, that's daily doggy daycare, overnight boarding, dog grooming, and dog training. And for the boarding, some of the options that you have include the presidential suite, which actually has cable television and ceramic tile. So if you want your dog to feel like they're at home, it'll be their home away from home at Jaggers Doggy Daycare. Yeah, ceramic tile, cable television. Yeah, unreal. Give them a call at 516-7021. That's 516-7021. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. All right, well, we're glad that you've joined us here tonight. We are moving right along as we're playing the best of 5 sets. It's 2-1 so far as Kaskaskia is leading it. Great match as the Bobcats are going toe-to-toe with a team that's very highly touted. And as I said at the top of the broadcast, this Blue Angels bunch has beaten a couple of teams that had also beaten the Bobcats. But Frontier not backing down, and they are going head-to-head with them tonight, playing some much improved volleyball, you'd have to agree. Okay, teams are both back out on the floor for set number 4. Bobcats in the black uniforms here with the gold trim right here on our end. Kaskaskia in the gray on the far end. And the Blue Angels will serve it first to start the 4th set. Officials checking a few things there at the scorer's table. Reminder, you can also follow us on Twitter at Area Sports. Send us a tweet, let us know you're watching tonight and where you're watching from, as the first point of the match is going to go to the Bobcats. First point of this set, I should say. 1-0. Cessna will be serving. You've got Cessna and Bora and Green out there on the back line. You got Jordan, Lake, and Rush up on the front line, as that one is blocked. The net, but it falls to the floor as Cessna couldn't quite get there, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Serving now for the Blue Angels will be Brianna Smith. Smith off of a Green, set by Rush, and we've got double hit apparently. That point goes to the Blue Angels. 2-1 is our score. Another serve by Smith, handled by Green. Here's Jordan hammering it. Still kept alive by the Blue Angels. Saved there by Rush. Now Lake gets it across. Handled by Bora. Set by Rush. Here's Jordan. Hits it a little deep. And the point for KC makes it 3-1. Bora handles that one to Rush. Back across by Cessna. KC sets it, goes down the line, handled by Green. And that one appears, yep, that was put away easily by Weber that time at the net. Makes it 4-1. Brianna Smith continues to serve. Comes down the line that time, handled by Green. Here's a set by Rush and put down by Jordan. Kept alive by KC, and that one goes off of Grace Bora and out of bounds. 5-1. Smith to Bora. Set by Rush to Jordan. Yep. Apparently a double hit or a lift again. 6-1. Not a good start for the Bobcats here in set number 4. This one's handled by Cessna and put down by Lake. But it's out of bounds, and it's 7-1, and it's timeout called here by Coach Jordan. Probably a good timeout, as this one not off to a really good start here, and could be Bobcats just running out of some gas here. This has been a very competitive match. A lot of energy being spent out there tonight, that's for sure. You get to this fourth set, boy, you just your legs start to feel like rubber, and the joints start to hurt, and tough to keep that momentum going. 7-1 here in set number 4. Again, I'll mention that the Blue Angels are a little short-handed too. They're playing without 3 of their players. Allie Pennington, Rihanna Hutton, and Jordan Jones, all not available tonight as they are injured. Back to live action. Smith continuing to serve here as they lead at 7-1. Bora digs that one out. Still kept alive off the net though and out of bounds. Another point. 8-1. Cessna in the net. Lake. Now Jordan gets it across. And Cessna not able to handle that one. 9-1. Blue Angels finding the holes here in this fourth set. Here's Jordan. Gets it across. Kept alive by the Blue Angels. That one's blocked and out of bounds, however. And it's 10-1. Smith got to be getting tired serving all this, I'll tell you. She puts that one in, though, just inside the line, out of the reach of Cessna. Makes it 11-1. Bora. Here's Bobby Lake, and she hits it wide right. So everything they're hitting is going out of bounds at this point. 12-1. Smith serves again. Handled by Green. To Gillard. To Jordan. That one's tipped and goes out of bounds. It's a point for the Bobcats, and that finally breaks the long, long, long streak. I haven't put the score on the board yet, but it should be 13-2. They've got 13-1 up there. Here's a set at the net and a spike, and that's a good one for the Blue Angels. 14-2 is our score. They got the scoreboard correct now. Here's a set, put across by Gillard. Dug out by the Bobcats. Lake puts it down, but they keep it alive. There's a nice dive by Cessna. Jordan hammers one home. Jordan with the point, makes it 13-3. Lake goes out of the lineup, and she is limping. Obviously, pretty sore knees after that action. Need some ice tonight. Bora serves it. Here's a set and a spike, and that's a good one. Put away by Michaela Weber. We've seen Weber do that a few times tonight for the Blue Angels. 14-3. KC with the commanding lead here in set number 4. And speaking of Weber, she's going to serve now, where she's been very effective. And that one is a bit deep. Nice job by Grace Bora, anticipating it going out of bounds, and that's what it did. So Bobcats will get it back. 14-4. And Jordan will serve it now. Nice low serve, a hard one too. Here's a set and a spike. Handled by Bora, put across by Colvin. And it's a point for the Bobcats. As KC could not control it, Dumsdorf was diving for it, but couldn't handle it. It's 14-5. Jordan again. Nice deep serve again. And that's in the net. KC having a hard time handling these hard serves now all of a sudden by Jordan. If she can keep it up, it's 14-6. Here's a set and a spike. And back across, kept alive by Jordan. Gillard gets it across. That one's blocked and out of bounds and off the fingertips of Jordan. It's a point for the Blue Angels. 15-6 is our score. Kolak to Gillard to Colvin, but that one's in the net. Another point for the Blue Angels. 16-6. This one's handled by Jordan to Gillard to Colvin. And attempted block at the net by Colvin, but it's out of bounds, and it's a point for KC as Jenna Dumsdorf with the offense there that time for the Blue Angels. 17-6 is our score. Here's Jordan on the bump and put across. Put across by Gillard, but apparently it was a lift, so it's 18-6. And timeout called by Coach Jordan here. As we are in set number 4, KC with a commanding lead here, 18-6, and leading the match 2 sets to 1. And again, don't forget about the big concert taking place here in just a couple of weeks down at Little Chapel Church in Harrisburg, as it's the Prodigal Tour featuring the Sidewalk Prophets. They'll be in concert there on Thursday, September 29th at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available at the church office or online through the Vine website at wvyn.org, where you can purchase your tickets and print them off right there online. Again, that's Thursday, September 29th. The Sidewalk Prophets with the Prodigal Tour, coming to Southern Illinois at Little Chapel Church in Harrisburg. That's a great place for a concert. I was down there yesterday scoping it all out, and the place is humongous. Going to be really, really neat. Tickets are also available right here in Fairfield, by the way, at Hope and Future Christian Bookstore. And you can also get them at Daystar Christian Bookstore in Mount Vernon. Both teams back out on the floor after the timeout. And KC serving it, leading it 18-6. The service handled by Jordan to Kolak. And that one is tipped at the net, but out of bounds. Another point for the Blue Angels, 19-6. This set just not going the way of the Bobcats. Jordan bumps it up to the net to Gillard. There's Kolak. That one's blocked at the net and gets away, and it's another point for the Angels, and everything is going KC's way. It's 20-6. Another serve handled by Colvin, set by Gillard. Now Colvin goes for the spike, but hits it deep. and out of bounds. Makes it 21-6. Pedke is going to check back in for the Bobcats. She'll be on the front line, replacing Colvin. Whitaker's also there, along with Gillard. Pedke bumps it to Gillard. Now Bora puts it across. There's a set and a spike, and that one's blocked out of bounds. Another point for the Blue Angels, makes it 22-6. Pedke bumps it. Gillard to Kolak. And Jordan dives for that one, but can't quite get there. And it's 23-6. This serve handled by Kolak. Whitaker powers it across, handled though by the Blue Angels, and then they hit it in the net. It's a point for the Bobcats. It's 23-7. 23-7, and it's going to be Sarah Green that's going to serve it now for Frontier. Here's a set and a spike, blocked by Kolak, kept alive by Bora. Now Kolak gets it across. Tipped at the net. Got to get it across. Jordan does. Set and a spike, and that one's in the net. And it's a point for the Bobcats. It's 23-8. Let's see if Frontier can get it into double figures here. That's the first step. Green, set. And that one is going to get out of reach. Couldn't quite get it. 24-8. It's now set point and match point for the Blue Angels. Here's the serve, handled by Jordan, set by Gillard. Whitaker puts it across. At the net, diving is Gillard. And that one goes out of bounds. And that's going to be game, set, match. 25-8 is the final on this one, as the Blue Angels come out and dominate set number 4. Again, Kaskaskia won the first set 25-21 in a real nail biter in that first set. Second set was won by Frontier 25-18. The third set also very competitive, 25-19, won by KC. And then the Blue Angels just wear down the Bobcats and win this fourth and deciding set 25-8. Hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Frontier Bobcats volleyball. Keep watching online at AreaSports.net for future broadcasts that will take place here during the volleyball season. And again, thanks to everyone who has helped out tonight and made this event possible. So we say so long from Center Street School.